go back and forth a lot of times, like whether I want to share it or not. I think when I get ready in the morning, I focus on being like, oh, nobody can know that this is fake. Like I have to make this look real. But then at the same time, I'll get on a video and like pull my hair out right in front of you, or you know, pretty much whenever somebody compliments me, I think it's just because I feel guilty taking the compliment and leaving it at that. I always have to be like, oh, thank you, they're extensions. And mainly just because I want other people to be able to experience it. So I started using, I mean, my hair was always so long and thick my whole life. I mean, okay, so starting back, like when I was a baby, there's a picture of me, not even a year old, I'm sitting on the pumpkin patch, or like this, you know, whole pile of pumpkins, and my hair is just a mop, and it's all in my face, and I had a ton of hair, and I never lost any of it from what my mom said. And then yeah, growing up, like my hair, every single picture, my hair is down to my butt, super thick, like I couldn't even get like a regular ponytail holder. I could maybe get around twice, and that was with stretching it, like it was so thick. But then with my first brain surgery, they had to shave it all, and I could not cope with having my whole head shaved, so I had them do just half. But then that made it kind of a mess, and so I cut it shorter, and then when I hit puberty, like it got kinky curly, so it never really grew again, because as it grew, it just got curlier and curlier. And then when I was 16, I started on chemo. Whole long story behind that, but anyway, I did that for 8 years, and so my hair just, oh my gosh, it is now baby thin, super fine, it breaks really easy, it will not freaking grow. And that was the thing, I'm like, I tried to take like biotin and all of that, because I had some friends who had their heads shaved, and they took biotin, and it grew back in like a year. It was so fast. I was like, okay, that may work. It didn't. And then I had cut my hair like into a bob, because I was like, all right, maybe that'll make it look thicker. And it didn't really. I just struggled so much to style it and feel confident, and you know, to the point that every time I passed a window, I wasn't looking to double check, like, did I look like an idiot? And from the time I cut it, I didn't touch it for, oh gosh, I think it was like a year and a half. It grew like 2 inches, 3 inches, and was so scraggly and thin and uneven, and it was just nasty. So I started using extensions, they're clip-ins, when I was, like, right when I started chemo. And it was, holy crap, it was a journey. We started, the first ones I ever wore, they were recommended by like everybody. Maybe I just didn't know how to treat them. I don't know. It was the Remy extensions, which are said to be human hair. So they, you know, they're really good quality. My parents, like, they could not afford it at the time, but they scrounged up the money to buy those for me, because they just knew like how devastated I was. And we just really didn't know how to treat them. Or either that, or they were mixed with synthetic hair and we didn't know. But anyway, it was this whole process. They would be rat's nesty, and they have progressively turned from like this into blonde over the years of having them. Like the color washed out. They were just hard and crunchy. They didn't match with my natural curls, because I didn't learn how to straighten my hair and then curl it all to match. Like I had kinky curly hair, and then like this kind of texture of the extensions. It was awful. And this was over the course of just years and years of me trying to figure out how to get these things to work. So I guess it worked. Like those cringy high school days that you look back and you're just like, what the hell was I thinking? Oh my goodness. But now I have progressed. These look much more natural. They're soft. They are comfortable. I did try tape-in extensions and what's it called? The keratin bead extensions. Those honestly were a waste of money. I mean, I got them on a really good deal. I had gotten bonuses at the time from work, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna splurge. I work hard. But it was just so much maintenance. stupid amount of money when I can get these overall. So my one that I put in that's a hairpiece that's a bun, I do that for work because it takes me like 10 minutes. It stays curly. All I have to do is scoop my hair back, pin that in, and I'm good to go. And it looks like I spent like an hour on my hair. I do have a video that I already have made on how to put that in, so I will link that. And that piece is only $15 on Amazon. It's awesome. And then these ones, these are a little bit more expensive because they are the human hair. I was getting the synthetic hair, which was only, I think, like $20. And so I'm like, that 100%. And because if it turns crappy, if it turns into looking like a rat's nest, so I'll splurge another $20 in a couple months. No big deal. These ones are a little bit more expensive. I bought 3 packs in order to get the length and the thickness. And I sewed them all together myself to match like the size of my head and all of that. And it ended up being a total of $100. And they're like the best quality, and they don't run out. That's the thing. Like, you don't have to pay the $100 every month or every, extensions. Other places they're like a couple hundred every month to get them moved up. Because these, you just unclip, you take them out, and you clip them back in. And as your hair grows, these are so long that it'll just continue to match and look super natural. So it's a one-time buy, and you're good to go. But yes, I will link all the extensions, or the 2 different types, these and then the hairpiece that I use. I'll put those links below if anybody wants to find it off Amazon. And I use them again just for confidence sake. Hair is such a big part for me of like feeling like a woman and feeling very feminine. And this way, these are so effortless. Like, I curled these before I went to visit family. So I think it was last Wednesday I curled these. So we're coming up on a week, and look, they're still curly. They're still soft. I brushed through them, so you can have everything from a super tight curl to just a wave. So all I do in the morning is clip them in, curl like the couple little tips of my natural hair, and then that's it. And I pin this back, and I'm good to go. So it's so fast and so simple. I just love it. But yeah, I use extensions. That is not my hair. I will show a comparison. If I can find the pictures, I will put up the before and after of like my original hair years and years ago versus what my hair looks like without these in.